Okay, hello, welcome back to the Run Across Europe. We are in the town of Calw. I think it's pronounced C-A-L-W. Well, very stereotypically German. It's lovely. Having a gorgeous day through the Black Forest. Hopefully it continues. Yeah, just a gorgeous morning. Going down, there's a river to our left that we've been following all day, and going to be following for the rest of the day. Called the Nagold River, and that's where we're going to end up today. Town of Nagold. This is the valley that your man recommended to me the other day to go with the kids, and I can see why. It's been lovely. So when I left just yesterday, I was moving okay during the video, but when I stopped, I took a little break, had some water, and then got going again because I had lunch right before I recorded. So it was so I only stopped for a second when I finished, then I got moving again. Just my stomach felt awful. I think, like, normally for lunch I'll just have a bread roll, some cheese and some coffee, and that's a good mix for running. But I decided to mix it up, and I had some wraps with like tuna and sweet corn and tomato and arugula. Just a lot healthier, but not as sugar filled. So after recording, I don't know, it was like I needed to digest it. I had to stop for like an hour, and then I got going, and I just couldn't get moving. Like, there was a lot of elevation yesterday, so there was a few hills, didn't make it easy. But even on the flats, I just couldn't get going. So my body was just craving like a can of Coke. I don't know, I think it was just the carbonation I needed to help me digest. So luckily I found a garage next to Coke, and it was a bit better after that. Then the final third of the day I got moving, even though that was the steepest climbs, because there was loads of climbing yesterday. But the healthier lunch was good. It just takes longer for that energy to kick in, but when it finally did, we got moving, and ended up being a decent day overall. 30k was more than enough though. I was ready to finish by the end of it, and I think it was my longest day overall, or my most elevation day overall. And then this morning just had a stupid descent. It's like 10% down for the first like 6-7 kilometers, which sounds good, but it's actually horrible running with this thing. Are you catching that building to the right? Yeah, lovely it is. that's what it's all about. They don't have a lot of brickwork here. Seems to be if they go intricate, they do that wood mixed in. So yeah, steep decline, but now it's just flat along this river for the day. We're going to do about 45. Let me check, we've done about 19, so about 25 left. And yeah, it's just been fairly flat, but with just walls of trees like this coming up ahead of us all day. It's just been absolutely gorgeous. And yeah, the campsite was fine. It was a proper horse stable. So I got there and there's like no reception or anything around, but there's lots of like permanent campers. So I just asked one of the guys where reception was, and he just said follow him. And then, but then they started going through horse stables, and I mean there was loads of horses. And yeah, we just found the guy, and he was like just shoveling hay, or pitchfork and hay, and he's like, just give me 10 minutes. So you can kind of see that was their main business, was the horses, not the campsite. But it was fine. It was a bit like old and run down, but had everything you needed. It did the job, and he was nice. He didn't speak any English, but we tried to have a conversation. And yeah, like it really wasn't too much to say. A few campers there, and like when I went in to go have a shower, and there was a dog just sitting in the thing, which I didn't mind. He was real friendly, came straight over looking for pets, but it just illustrates the vibe of this place, you know. And yeah, but it was fine. Did the job. And then his missus came around, the guy who owns it, in the morning, just paid her. It was only €8, which was grand, because I was hoping it'd be cheap. I couldn't see any price list, but you know, just had the feeling of a cheap place. But sometimes places where it's kind of a side business, they overcharge just because they want to just get like extra. It's not that if they lost the camping business, they're not too concerned. But these guys were bang on the level. And the missus then started asking me, she didn't speak much English, but a little, what I was doing. I told her, you know, running to Turkey. And then she's like, oh, there's a family from Turkey over there. Well, it's just about to leave, and not that I'd go talk to them, just because of that. But then there was an English couple that I'd heard talking the night before, but I was just about to go to bed, so I didn't go over and talk to them. But I seen the woman on the way out, and she asked me what I was doing, and I was like, oh, you know, running to Turkey, running to Istanbul. And she just straight away asked, you doing it for charity? Yeah. It's just funny, because you know I was saying that to you, how the Germans never ask, and the English, it's the first thing they ask, you know. And that was 2 seconds after talking to the woman who owns the place, you know. Now, there is, you know, it could be a language barrier. Maybe if I spoke German they'd ask me, but I don't think so, to be honest. And your one asked me for my Instagram. I told her, but she didn't have her phone on her, and she's like, because you know, I'm like, it's Matt, then Chew, C-H-E-W, and then it's my last name, but it's an Irish last name. So she's like, say it to me again. She's M-E-A-G-H-E-R. Okay, and she's trying to remember it back to the car, but I never got a follow up her, so she must have forgot. Ich spreche keine Deutsch, Entschuldigung. Sprechen Sie Englisch?
Wie viel Meilen schon? Kilometer?
40 ein Tag. Vor Istanbul.
Ah, was?
Irland, Istanbul.
Boah, cool.
Danke. Yeah, that's the general vibe of the Germans. They're cool. Because there's so many of them do cycling or hiking, or they're very active, you know. That's why, like, kind of what I was just saying about the charity. They don't think you're doing it as like a punishment, you know. Because that's, I think, when it comes to get your man taking a piss. When it comes to like the English, you just assume you're doing it for that reason. Huh? Cool. But yeah, I think I'll have to look at the map later today, but I think it's decided now that I'll be going through Innsbruck in Austria, because this today is just basically completely south, not east at all. So yeah, I just don't think it's going to be feasible to go to Sander near Munich. I'm probably further south than he is right now, so yeah, it's unfortunate, but it's just the way it goes. Because all the campsites were along this river. There was none further east. I'm trying to remember what 40 is in German. 20, 30, 40, 40. Fünfzig, 60, 70, 70. Yeah, if you're considering it at all, I highly recommend bike packing like the lads are doing there. Such a great holiday. You know, even if you do it on your own. I've done it on my own, and I don't mind my own company. Some people aren't fond of it, but if you get a few mates even, come check out Europe. It's class. So well set up for it as well, you know. I don't know what it's like in America if bike packing is as much of a thing, but if, you know, because a lot of people in Ireland, I don't see as many people doing it. But the ferry's cheap, only takes a few hours. Then you're on the continent and you can go wherever, you know. In a couple of weeks you'll be in the Alps or in Spain. Yeah, or even if you're American, come on over, give it a shot. If you get by with just English, you know, a little local language always helps. France is worse than Germany and stuff, but you'll survive. And it is sehr gut. Left. No, that's into the river. It's starting to snake the river now. What can you do? Take it for the flat and the smooth psychopaths. Today's Sunday, and thankfully I remembered to go shop again yesterday, because I went shopping in the morning and it was packed. I was like, what's going on? Didn't even think that it was Saturday. And then it was only later on in the evening that I remembered, and thankfully there was another shop before they got to the campsite, so we're stocked up for the day. I also glued this handlebar. I hope it's making a big difference, because I had a quick listen to the episode yesterday and the clicking was ridiculous, so apologies for that. Yeah, because I have been, when I was running, I was like holding down the handlebar to compensate, but I just didn't even think of it yesterday. I don't know why. And yeah, I've glued it, so there's still a little movement in it, but not nearly as much. And I should have done that a lot earlier, so yeah, apologies. Because it says on the bottle, you know, give it 24 hours to settle, so I wanted to have a good bit of time. Because even I throw my rain jacket over a big poncho that I have to for the rain, but you know, if I put that glue on and then it starts raining and I throw the poncho over, just a lot could have went wrong, so I kept putting it off, but I shouldn't have. But again, this is a very makeshift setup on a shoestring budget. So if that clicking or whatever puts you off, you know, give it a like, give it a subscribe. And maybe for the next trip we'll have a A+ setup. Because yeah, I'd love to do this again. It's still a long way to go now, and by the time I'm done I might want a long break, but if you are enjoying it, then you never know. I got a few places I'd like to go. America is the obvious one. Chile is high on my list as well. Just the way the country's shaped, you know, it's like the width of America. For how long it is, I don't know exactly how many thousand miles, but yeah, I'd love to do that. Europe again, I could do a different route, you know, from like Spain or Portugal up to Finland. I did not know I was going to be by the main road for this. Kind of wish I had recorded earlier now. I wanted to get that town in because I'd seen on the map that it just looked cool. Yeah, I thought because we were on bends here that we'd get some of these walls of trees. You can see them far ahead behind the ones you can see in front of you. Well, you never know how long we got left. 10 minutes, I think. So, might get a bit. lovely day for running. I didn't check the temperature, but it's not as hot as yesterday, and we have a bit of cloud cover. It's still high 20s I think, but very manageable. There we go, there's the wall of trees. It's Sunday, so there's an ass load of cyclists out today. Which I don't mind, but it's busy. Like, the roads are quieter because it's Sunday, but the cycle paths are busier. See this here, they have cigarette machines in the street. Which is very different to Ireland. But they're not even allowed to show them in shops. They have to be behind like out of view. And then even the packets have to all be the same colour. This horrible grey. We're a long way from Kerry now. That's some stereotypical Black Forest town. I don't know why the Black Forest is so famous. It's obviously really nice, like, but it's just, I don't know. I always hear about it. You know, and I've been disappointed with it at all. It's a very cool forest. I just can't think of any other forest that's like famous. Make a pretty good time. Might even stopping for a beer for lunch. Jesus, you scared me. just been feeling very, very grateful, very lucky today. Just lucky as in like have me health. You know, the opportunity to do this. It's just, yeah, I don't know, I just wanted to say that. Say, you know, whoever's watching this, if it's just one person or a few people, I hope you're doing good. I hope life's good, and yeah, just sending out love, like, because I'm just feeling it today. I don't know why. Yeah, it comes in waves, you know. Some days you're feeling very lonely, and yeah, I don't know, whatever you call it, the creator, God, the universe, just, I don't know, feeling the love today, and I just wanted to put it out there. I hope you have a good day. I need myself a bathroom break, so hopefully there's somewhere around this bend. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, the cycle path tucks behind that road, so we should be good there. Ooh, it's getting tight though. Now the cars go with it. Seems to be getting a lot more wild down this end though, because I was planning to go to Stuttgart to get some stuff, some runners, some memory cards, you know, camping gas. I was just looking at the map and there's nothing till, like, you know, until Austria. I didn't even look into Austria to see what's there. It's a bit mad. Alright folks, gonna have to end it there. 32, yeah. Gonna go for a whiz behind this wall and get some liquids on board. Thank you for watching. See you tomorrow. God bless.